Good Monday morning. Let's go ahead and take a look at Hurricane Milton here. I'm going to jump right into this and try to make this as brief as possible for you. Let's look at Oklahoma first real quick. Nothing going on here. 50s, 60s, some low 40s out in the panhandle with zero precipitation chances. It's going to be a pretty boring week this week with highs mainly in the 80s, a few 90s in southern Oklahoma with pretty much zero precipitation chances statewide. There's your Oklahoma outlook at least through Saturday. And let's go ahead and take a look at Hurricane Milton here. Kind of a compact storm right now. And it is 92 mile an hour storm. And I think the weather or the Hurricane Center has upgraded that to a 100 mile an hour storm. We'll look at the official outlook here in a second. And same as before, projected for a western Florida coast landfall. I'm going to take these overlays off of here. And here are spaghetti plots here, several different models. Takes a slight jog down towards the Yucatan and then up towards the central western Florida coast. Now there has been a little bit of deviation the last few runs over the last 24 hours where we have some deviation in the model output. So pretty much anywhere from the eastern Florida panhandle all the way down to really southern Florida needs to be on the outlook for a direct impact. But the way this storm is going to go through, it is going to have a major effect on pretty much the whole state except for probably the extreme western panhandle. We're going to go ahead and look at the official thing here. Let's see here. Okay, so we have a 100 mile an hour storm as of 4 a.m. and projected to be a major hurricane, which would be category 3 or above later on this afternoon as it moves into the Gulf, then makes its trek towards the Florida coast. And the projected landfall for the center, they'll be affected. They'll see effects probably from about Wednesday morning all the way through Friday in Florida, but the projected landfall right now is probably going to be right around I'd say 6 to 8 p.m. on Wednesday night according to this. So let's go ahead and look at some model data here. This will be the latest GFS run. So 956 millibar, 953, 955. So this is looking like a at least a category 3, possibly a 4. And it's taken a slight deviation to the northeast compared to previous runs. Still looking at Tampa Bay or areas close to that for the direct impact. And let's check the euro. Move this here. And the euro is a little intense, a little less intense on the lower pressures, so maybe a slightly not quite as strong of a storm. It's not going to matter if it's category 1 or 3, honestly, in this scenario. We're more or less worried about the storm surge and the tornado threat and the widespread wind damage. So that it's kind of the same scenario there with about a Tampa Bay landfall. So this would be Wednesday. This is Wednesday evening, afternoon, and our hurricane. I'll check at the hurricane scales here. So right now you're a category 2, and it's projected to be at least a 3, possibly a 4. it may not get to 4 as fast as it's moving. We'll see. I'm not like a hurricane expert, so we'll see what they do. That's up to the Weather Service to decide, or the Hurricane Center to decide. But the biggest impacts with this situation is going to be the tremendous storm surge and the projection of the storm, the way it moves. It's pretty much going to slice right through the middle of Florida. So if you live in southern Florida, what do you do? If you live in northern Florida, what do you do? You can't evacuate an entire state. So there'll be people in the path of the storm that really don't have anywhere to go. I just not really good answer for it. So we'll just keep them in our thoughts and prayers, and hopefully things are not as bad as they were with the previous storm. But there's a lot more population in this area than Helene's area, and just not a very good situation at all. We'll keep watching it.